Hello everyone and welcome to the Break Run. My name is Frank.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Kevin, and today we're going to be discussing the recent announcement of the conversion from Twilight Zone Tower of Terror at Disney's California Adventure to Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, opening in 2017. So, this is definitely a different direction than we see Disney going in the past. What do you guys think about this?
I feel like this is a very mixed reaction from people. A lot of people love the idea that they're going to do this. Some people are very hesitant. I'm in between. I really like the idea. It kind of looks cool, but at the same time, I'm really skeptical of what's going to happen with this.
Yeah, I feel the same way. When I first heard about the rumors, I was like, that's not, it's Tower of Terror. You can't
Everyone's
touch
like,
Tower of
no,
Terror.
yeah, that's not going to happen.
But then when they actually released the videos and the photos of what the ride's going to look like, I was like, okay, that does kind of look kind of cool, And they do need, I think, something Marvel in the parks, just because they have it. They can put it over in Disneyland. They can't put it over here in Walt Disney World, but they can put it in Disneyland. So I think they need something.
Well, ever since the Marvel Cinematic Universe came out, Disney right away was like, we have to add this into our theme parks. Obviously, they can't because of Universal Orlando, they have the rights to Hulk, Captain America, Spider-Man. Well, that leads to they also announced they're going to add in more Marvel rides into this park.
Right.
So I'm sure we're going to see that whole area being expanded to Marvel.
Yeah, that's the last room that park has for expansion, so it's only natural that they would use it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And you were saying before that one Bugs Life area, that would be perfect for one of their newer IPs from Marvel, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
So you never know where they're going to go. They have so many options that I think it's good that they put it in that one area because of that.
Yeah, it's just like we were mentioning earlier. The Marvel Cinematic Universe is huge right now, and it would be dumb if they didn't capitalize on it. I mean, now the theme overall, it's the theme of if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, the collector, he collects all these different antiques from the galaxy. You're in his residence and you go through and you drop through, I don't know exactly, they haven't released all the details, but do you think a drop ride really fits Guardians of the Galaxy, or do you think that this is more so just a desperate, we need to get Guardians of the Galaxy in now?
I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I feel like a Guardians of the Galaxy would be kind of a really good coaster, like let's just say Rock and Roller Coaster. Something like that would be a really good Guardians ride. But a drop tower is not the best, but I feel like Disney is like, this is the fastest way to get Marvel themed rides into our parks.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and I also think that part of the movie was kind of weak, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I thought the other parts of the movie were, a little more action-packed, and that part was kind of cool, but it wasn't, when you watched the movie the first time, you weren't like, oh, that was awesome, like they should make that a ride.
Yeah.
So,
however, because also Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is coming out in 2017 as well, so I'm sure this is going to have a big tie-in to the movie, which is obviously going to help this ride when it gets
the marketing. And now, when this was announced, it received a lot of backlash. People were crying in tears, and I can't believe you took away our Tower of Terror.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about that? I mean, my personal thought is that it's Disney. They're in the spotlight. Everybody loves Disney. No matter what Disney does, everyone's going to make a reaction to it. Whether it's removing Maelstrom or putting princesses in Norway.
Changing the ticket system.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's going to have a problem with something that Disney does.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that's justified with this?
I say yes and no. I feel like if they touched the Tower of Terror at Hollywood Studios, it would be a little different because that's everyone's favorite Tower of Terror ride. Thing with theme parks is they need to take off rides that are getting older and re-prophesize them, and I feel like this is what theme parks have to do. Eventually, the older rides to be transformed to newer rides. So it kind of sucks that we're going to lose the Tower of Terror at the park, but this is what theme parks have to do in order to succeed.
Yeah, and Twilight Zone as an IP, it's an older IP. No kid really watches Twilight Zone today.
Well, yeah.
So, kids watch Marvel. They love all the Marvel movies. They love Guardians of the Galaxy.
Exactly. It's going to have a bigger draw for the park.
Exactly. And, Twilight Zone Tower of Terror was cool, but no one knows the Twilight Zone
and
brand anymore.
If they do go with the Marvel land that they say they're going with, you'll have that they're putting it on that land anyway. So do you want that eyesore of just a random non-themed tower and then behind it is Marvel Land, or would you rather incorporate it so when you do release this whole new Marvel Land, you can market it as three more attractions than than the actual old one without it would be.
The only problem I kind of have with this is, are they just going to re-theme all the rides in that area, or are they going to actually add a new ride? Because if they just re-theme all the new rides and not really expand the park, it kind of somewhat defeats the purpose a little bit. But
yeah, I mean, re-theming rides, it's smart when you want to add a new IP.
Yeah.
We saw that with Frozen. Frozen was put into Maelstrom. It's a smart idea, but again, it's the same ride again. So you want to have some sort of excitement of, I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like when we rode Frozen, it was the same exact ride, but so you knew what was going to happen already. Just the whole atmosphere is different.
Right.
And another whole thing with the construction is, they announced the Tower of Terror is going to be closing after New Year's Eve, so early 2017 around-ish. And it's going to be open mid-2017, but Disney has a very bad track record of opening rides on time and taking a long time to build them.
Yeah.
Do we think this is going to actually be completed in 6 months, so everything they had to do to it?
I hope it'd be done on time. I mean, everyone hopes the ride's going to be done on time.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, they are doing a lot to the ride. They're taking off the whole facade. Mm-hmm. They're changing all that. They're changing, like you said, the ride system. It might be a different ride every time. So you never know. It could get pushed back a little bit.
I think the other thing they have going for them is that they're not building a new resort right now.
Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, I know in Shanghai, when they're building Shanghai, that most of their efforts are going towards that and not towards Pandora.
Yeah.
And also they want to try to rush to get it out with the release of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Right, exactly.
So guys, tell me, what are your final thoughts now that we've broke it down and discussed it? What are your final thoughts on this?
Well, I think the ride will be a success because Guardians of the Galaxy is a bigger IP in the Marvel Universe. But I kind of wanted a little bit more.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. I'm sure guests will love it. But for a theme park fan, it is a little bit of a letdown.
I think it's going to be a big hit because Tower of Terror is proven to be a really awesome ride, one of the best drop towers. With the theming that they're going to have for Guardians of the Galaxy, I think it's going to be a knockout of the park for Disney.
I think it's going to be a good way to get the most out of a minimal investment.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think ultimately be good. I think there will be some growing pains in getting the crowd, especially their big annual pass holder base, used to the new idea, but I think overall it'll be a huge success and pave the way for a very successful Marvel land.
As much as a hard business decision it was going to be to do this, I think in the long run it's going to be the best for Disney.
I agree. It'll probably take a while, but eventually it'll be very successful.
Yeah.
So let us know what you guys think. Do you like the Tower of Terror conversion to Guardians of the Galaxy, or do you think Disney could have done something better? Also, what are your hopes for the new Marvel land that's supposed to be coming? Let us know in the comments below.
As always, thank you so much for watching our videos. Please click thumbs up, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to us right here on YouTube for more upcoming theme park videos.
See you next week.
Bye.